Guardians. My name is Andy Wert, and I am here with your weekly newsletter. We have a packed week from learning about graphing and writing letters to our future self on the 100th day of school. On Monday, we started the day with some partner reading, learning about space and answering some vocabulary questions about the solar system and astronomy. We worked on more graphing later on during the day and began how to label our own graph and number the lines. We also went through a majority of our animal report projects. At the end of the day, Tuesday was the 100th day of school, and we began the day with a letter writing assignment. Mr. Endo read a letter he received from himself earlier this week that he wrote 2 years ago. While he was learning to become a teacher, inside the letter, he talked about how he hoped if he had a teaching job, how he hopes he would be running science experiments with his students, and that he would put in the time to do fun activities. Mr. Endo explained that there are times when you don't meet your goals from the past, and it is all right to fail. He also talked about how you can always learn from those mistakes and move forward toward the fresh goal. We also had buddies on the 100th day of school on the 100th day with our kindergarten buddies. With our kindergarten buddies. We worked on making Chinese New Year themed dragons and worked on making detailed patterns with our buddy. Some of us who had Miss DiMartini were happy to have buddies that became because she was teaching that day. On Wednesday, we read an article in Scholastic News about Jackie Robinson, who was the first African American baseball player. It was interesting to read a story about an athlete who went through some of the struggle that Martin Luther King Jr. did in the 1960s. We started on a sequin poem that day about a biography report figure. On Thursday, we started the morning review, a math quiz we took on Wednesday on the eclipse time. It was a difficult quiz for the class, and Mr. Endo wanted to review a few of the questions that were on the test at our usual leaders workshop time. He had a guest speaker named Mrs. Dictionary Dude come in to donate brand new dictionaries for all of the third graders here at Vallecito. The San Francisco Rotary Club, the San Rafael Rotary Club, provided the dictionaries, and we all are thankful for their gift. In the afternoon, we started on our weather until in the science we watched a few mystery science videos about how clouds are formed. Clouds are formed through evaporation. We then did an activity where we observed whether or not it is easier to read a message through a clear cup without any liquid or with hot water. I thought it was easier. I thought with the hot water in the cup, it was difficult to read the message through the cup. We did this experiment to learn about condensation and evaporation. Lastly, on Friday, we had Miss Derby come into the classroom to do a breakout activity. This was a team building activity where we got together into groups and worked on solving some riddles and puzzles to unlock the next clue. This activity is based off of an escape room that is popular today all around the country. This helped us work together as a team, which we continue to work on in Mr. Ender's class. That's all for the weekly newsletter. Thank you all for listening and have a great weekend.